Hey guys, how are we all? Welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a general love reading for the sign of Gemini. This can resonate with your Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus sign, so please check out the other available videos on the channel so you get a fuller, more complete picture as what potentially could be happening in your love life for this week. Now, I could be reading for yourself or for your love interest, the one that's on your mind, so please use your own discernment and flip the roles to however this best fits with your situation, but please do not make the story fit. If the reading resonates, then that's awesome, or if parts of the message resonate, that's cool as well. If it doesn't resonate, then it's simply not your message. So what can we get here for Gemini, please, for their love life for this week? Angels of love and light, please be here and guide us with clear, concise messages for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, please. Gemini, please. Wow, Temperance. It could be a slight block in something moving forward as of right now, but I'll put it like there for now, but I feel like that wanted to be upright. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Somebody may have been out in the cold, or somebody's been put out in the cold and they don't want to be there anymore. Maybe they had unhealthy ways about them. Six of Cups. Yeah, definitely a reunion being blocked for some reason. I feel like you may have a past life connection with this person, or if not, then you know each other from the past. Very strong soulmate bond between the two of you. Knight of Wands energy. Could be dealing with a fire sign. Too much going on. Somebody definitely let you down, or you've been let down, or may let them down. However this resonates. Look at that. Two of Cups in reverse. What else is going on for Gemini? I'll take two more cards, please. What was that? Look at that. We had the Moon, Pisces energy, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, Earth energy. God, my throat just went then. Whew. Oh my gosh. Just noticed that these cards have flipped over. There's your energy here with the Lovers in reverse. Wow, obviously there's a lot going on there. I will speak about this quickly actually. What I'm getting here is that either you or your love interest had to walk away from a situation. It was very unfulfilling. They may have felt incredibly trapped in their head, or you did. And I'm getting you actually. Something may not necessarily have been right in the connection, and you may have intuitively felt that it wasn't right, and you were trying to figure out whether you could trust yourself enough to leave a connection the way that it was, because you didn't want to be up in your head stressed about the whole thing anymore, and decided that if you were to move on, then emotionally you may feel better, but also you would be able to start healing yourself and leave a relationship that may have been relatively unhealthy, or even a commitment or a situationship of sorts, however this best resonates, and decided to kind of leave this be. Potentially you may have just abandoned the connection, or either this person may have ghosted you, or you may have ghosted them or walked away, or however this resonates. You could have Cancer quite strongly in your chart, or your person does. And I'm just getting this overall sense that there's been a lot of imbalance, and you or your person have felt really at a loss to do with this particular connection. Bottom of the deck we have the Three of Pentacles. What I'm getting here is that either you or your love interest, you've been through the separation. There's been a lot of complication to do with your connection. Somebody wants to reconcile, or maybe you both want to reconcile, but there's definitely some major healing that's to be that needs to be sorted out first. Potentially you or your love interest could have been in a long-term commitment of sorts to do with a home, a family, maybe even a karmic partner, a relationship of sorts that they've had to go through a breakup with in order to be able to come back around to have a reunion or reconciliation with you and to heal things. Potentially there's been a lot of illusions about how to grow your particular connection, like the way hasn't been made, the path hasn't been clear, I feel like your person, you both have a lot of passion for one another, and they do want to be able to move on forward to have this beautiful reconciliation and a healing of sorts, but there's something else that needs to be done. There's some sort of work that needs to be put in before a healing can be taken place, regardless of whether you're a soulmate connection or not, whether you have a past life connection or not. There's something integral here that needs to be kind of put together first, that needs to be mended, that needs to be put work on before there's growth coming in. Because there's instability here with the Four of Wands. So before you're able to have a brand new beginning and work on things, look at that, I've literally been saying this. Wow. What I've been saying is that, like, in order for you to have the growth, and have a new beginning, there's definitely the two of you not seeing eye to eye as of right now, and somebody needs to put the work in, make the effort to have a brand new beginning, because otherwise you're just going to be stuck in this old cycle with each other here with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Like, things are just not necessarily going to move on forward, and you may continue to feel heartbroken, or your person will, about a situation. There will be celebrations later on, potentially, but maybe not until a much later date. You could be dealing with an Aries, you could be dealing with a fixed sign, a Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, or Leo energy. There's been a lot of confusion about how to move forward with the connection in order to have a wish fulfillment. And someone is deciding that they may be trying to fill up their own cup first with having their own personal fulfillment in their life, maybe even in their own professional life, personal life, and heal themselves to move on to calmer waters, because the burden has been too much to bear with carrying with whatever's been going on in this particular connection. And I'm just getting the overall sense that whatever it is that you have been going through, or your person has been incredibly complicated. I feel like everything's just kind of all over the place. You may have drifted apart, you know, there may have been hot and cold energy, someone may just wanted a quick fling, and somebody wanted friends with benefits, or somebody wanted to be able to have something long term and it didn't necessarily work out. Maybe someone tried to keep quiet and keep secret that they had a long-term situation, and that even though that they felt the way that they did about you, they couldn't come forward towards and grow anything because they were stuck in something else. I just get this overall thing of, like, there's like a sense of all or nothingness to do with the connection. Like, someone may have shown their cards too soon, I'm getting. Either you may have shown your cards too soon about potentially what you wanted from this particular connection, and the other person may have been relatively guarded. They weren't open, they weren't transparent, they weren't vulnerable, they weren't emotionally open to you and them being on the same page. There was just some sort of imbalance here, and I'm just feeling this sense of a lot of frustration. And you or your person may have not been sure about which way you were going to be coming or going. I feel like I need to clear this up. Like, someone's definitely going to be moving on to calmer waters with or without someone else, and they'll having themselves a brand new passionate beginning. Look at that with the Ace of Wands and the Six of Swords. Regardless of whether it's with this person or not, but somebody wants to heal a connection with a reconciliation and make things right. But is it too late? I'm getting. Will there be the open communication? I feel the need to find out more about this Temperance, so let's quickly clarify that. Look at that. Nine of Pentacles. Somebody may be very happily working on themselves, being single, not wanting to rush a connection, not wanting to rush a reconciliation, or rushing to let someone else be back in their life. I'm getting potentially, if there has been some sort of major imbalance or arguments or pettiness or upset or what have you previously, there's been no rush to let things in, because somebody may have ghosted somebody else. Look at that with the Eight of Cups in reverse. Because they've been hurt by this other person. They may be unsure about whether somebody can trust somebody else What else is this? Look at that. Libra energy, justice in reverse, 8 of Wands upright. Could be dealing with a Libra, as I was just saying. Somebody wants to be able to move a connection forward, but not sure that it's going to go in their favour. That's why there's a block here, because there's been arguments. There's been a lot of blame I'm getting. Somebody may have been incredibly unfair to the other person. 7 of Wands in reverse. There may have been other people trying to get in between with your relationship. Somebody may be feeling like it's time to call it a day, because things have just been too difficult to deal with, because there's been the unfairness. So therefore, someone's deciding to just kind of let that be, regardless of what communication comes in. But I feel like somebody wants to move things forward and fix things, but somebody doesn't trust the other person and feel like they're going to be really unreliable, and they're setting firm boundaries with them here with the Queen of Swords, and saying, look, if you come back around to try and invade my space when I'm kind of happy here doing what it is that I'm doing, then we're going to have words. So unless somebody is coming forward with some sort of tangible offer or a solid apology that they're actually willing to put the work in or doing something, they're going to be swiped out of someone's life. Why is the moon here? I'm going to quickly clarify this moon. I know that I'm not meant to be really clarifying these majors, but I just feel for this reading, for some reason, they're needing to be clarified. Yeah, look at that. Someone's been up in their head, stressed here with the 8 of Swords, playing victim, not feeling very sure of themselves. They're very much like negative about a situation. Look at that, with all this confusion here. 7 of Cups, there's been the illusions. Somebody doesn't know if they're coming or going, on how to move on forward. You know, is the relationship unrequited? Is it you know, mutual? Is it not? Somebody's been very badly hurt with the previous relationship here with the 9 of Wands, and they're needing to heal themselves here with the 4 of Swords in reverse. Someone just feels totally exhausted from this kind of situation. Potentially there's been, like I was saying, this kind of unfair blame. So I'm getting this kind of inclination that someone's being blamed or punished for a particular act to do with somebody else, and it's been unfair. Potentially this person, if they have been maybe even a bit of a flake or a player, and they're wanting to come back around, maybe there is potential concerns that you may not necessarily take them seriously if they do want to come back around and reconcile and heal, because of whatever has been going on previously between the two of you. Broke up the deck, we've got the 3 of Swords, because there's been heartbreak. And potentially you or your person are maybe just feeling strong enough to be able to move yourself forward after all of this difficulty that there may have been previously. But potentially there could be the possibility that the relationship could be coming back to life, but it's all down to you. But I feel like there's a lot of obstacles as of right now, a lot of confusion, illusion, being unsure about what to do, how to move on forward. It's all kind of really down to you. There could be children in the mix that could have affected the connection. Either that, or it's just a lot of immaturity here at play. That could have just been another extra kind of message. Oh. Let's look at the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle cards and see what we've got here. This comes across as a complicated read, and I'm getting that, especially here with this kind of moon energy. It's complicated. You may be really unsure about this situation, but do you know what? I'm not going to deal with this today. What's going on here with the this reading with Gemini, please? The Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, and change mind. This person definitely wants to rekindle. They want to change your mind. That if they can grow with you, Because look, bottom of the deck we have axe, separation, breakup, stop the pattern, silent treatment and abandonment. So yeah, they want to stop whatever's been going on with this confusion and illusion and the separation between the two of you. And if there has been no contact, the silent treatment, because they're really feeling it. And they want to fix things. They want to heal it with you. They may not necessarily have shown you any of this. There's too many. What else can we get here for Gemini? The golden mirror. And it kind of came out reverse. Self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship and love bombing. So yeah, you may be unsure about whether to have this healing with this person until they sort themselves out. Because if they were very self-absorbed, a narcissist, they love bombed you, or they kind of didn't give equally to the connection. Unless they've changed their particular ways, you're not going to be allowing them back in, but it's going to take time here. Look at that clock. Need time, takes time, in time cycles, time to heal and progress. So this person wants to progress with you. If they recognise they were a bit of a selfish narcissist, they may be realising that their ways have not necessarily been the healthiest and they're trying to transform them. Look at that, they're working on themselves, self-indulgence, doing the shadow work. You may have made them see sides of themselves that they didn't like, they didn't appreciate. And so therefore now they're like, okay, well, I want to change things around. What else here for Gemini? See, is way too much. But I feel this one. Look at that. Snake. Competition. Enemy. Clever. Malicious. Look over your shoulder. The other woman. They could have been dealing with somebody else. There could have been options. That's why there could have been extra confusion. Or potentially you may feel like this person could be a snake. And that's why the relationship may come to an end. Look at that with the coffin card. Endings, bring in new beginnings, growth, change, transformation, transition, liberation. This person, if they were a snake, they want to let you know that they don't want to be that way anymore. They're not going to be that way. They're trying to take reins of their life to change things around about themselves, and they're transforming. But potentially you may not want to hear any of it. Look at that, camera. Learning from the past. This person is changing their perception. They're learning from the past in what they did and how they were with you so that they can transform. But you may be very unsure. Potentially you may feel like you can't take a chance on this person. You can't risk it. Let's have a look at the romance angels by Joy and Virtue and see what we can get here. They definitely want to travel to see you. They want to take you out. They want to date you. But they know that they have been a bit of a burden on you. And I feel like this person is feeling regretful that they've been a burden. And that they may have just caused a load of chaos or confusion in your life. And you're just wanting clarity. New love. Wow, you could just be having new options and welcoming new love into your life. A new person has come in and stirred in your romantic feelings. Somebody's going to express their love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture, especially if you're sitting here in the Nine of Pentacles upright. So you could be dealing with a past person wanting to reconcile. You could be dealing with a brand new love, who could be this Knight of Wands, or somebody completely different. This past person could be the Knight of Wands wanting just to come in short-lived and see where they can, you know, be with you or not be with you and try to heal, whatever. But there's some sort of trust issues here. This old person from the past, you know, if they really do transform, if they really do change their ways, it's going to feel like brand new love, because you're just going to be really shocked if they do come back around for a reunion. What else can we get here? This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek and it came out reverse. So you may have thought that this person that you were dealing with from the past might not necessarily be the one because there was too much confusion. So you're going to go for new love. Potentially, even though you had the feelings for them, the romantic feelings, you may have been just very confused and been unsure because, like, you know, you can't ignore your feelings, especially if you love someone. You can't just ignore them. They don't just go away. Potentially, if this person who is, if you do have a brand new love, they may not necessarily be the one. and it may be this past person is the one. However this resonates. This is a general reading. Look at that. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So it's all dependent on you and what you feel that you would like to do. I'm getting this overall sense that if this person does change their ways and they do prove it to you and show you that they feel regretful for how they treated you previously, and that they have been at a loss and they feel like you kind of slipped away from them, they haven't been able to move on from you. That's why they want a reunion and a reconciliation. But you may be unsure. Like this transformation that this person does, if they've had to have this major like shedding of the skin, like this kind of ego death in order to come back around, it's probably worthwhile. They may not necessarily have been the one previously, like in the behaviours and their ego and what have you. If they were in that particular way previously, if they were in a lower vibration, they weren't necessarily the one that they were back then isn't necessarily the one that is going to be for you right now. I know this sounds really complicated. Like what I'm getting is that it's like it could have been the right person at the wrong time. But you know, when somebody does change, they have to change themselves. You can't make somebody else change. And maybe they're seeing whatever has been going on with you and they're realising that actually, you know, I want to change because they see how worthwhile you are and the connection that they could potentially have with you, and they are wanting to change. Not just necessarily for themselves, but also for you so that you could have this new love. But I feel like you may be very much on the fence. And look at that, love yourself first. You may be just loving yourself first. Your self-respect to you makes you more romantically attractive, especially when you put boundaries with this person. This is relatively complicated, guys, so obviously take what you feel resonates and what leave the rest. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look in the Soulmates in Separation Unspoken Love Messages by the Serendipity Tarot and see what either they want to say to you or what you would like to say to them. So if you're dealing with an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, what do they want to say to you, or what would you like to say to them? Because obviously we have cross watchers here as well, guys. Obviously you are welcome. So dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. A part of me died when I let you go. You are perfect in my eyes, don't ever change. If you're dealing with a earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. My pride and ego led us astray. Felt that one. The distance between us is killing me. If you're dealing with a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Wow, the two straight out, look at that. Judgment, I'm making the decision once and for all to turn this around. I kick myself for sabotaging this relationship. My life won't be the same. And lastly, if you've been dealing with a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, straight out, I'm still healing. I feel like a fool for losing you. And the overall energy for whoever you're dealing with whichever sign they are, I wish I could have been emotionally available and let you in. So anyway, guys, that is the end of the reading, and I hope that it did resonate for someone out there. It just felt like a very complicated read to me. So if it does resonate and you enjoyed the reading, please like, share and subscribe. Leave us a comment. I greatly appreciate it. I will reply back to the comments. If you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys get an alert as to when I post another video for you all. And I hope that you have a really good week, and we'll speak to you again soon. So please take care and bye for now. Thank you.